Hello, welcome to Rachel Hogan's Art. I'm Rachel Hogan. This is my art. And tonight I'm going to be finishing another painting because that is my goal this year to finish paintings. Oh, there I am. Okay, so I just want to say hi and welcome to my stream. It's Tuesday night, it's kind of quiet. Actually, every Tuesday is kind of quiet. So I I wonder if I should stream on Tuesdays, but since last year I made it habit to stream, you know, and to be consistent. So now get whoops, get this phone a little bit better. But so now after being consistent every Tuesday and Thursday night for a year, I feel weird if I don't stream on a Tuesday. So I'm streaming every Tuesday and Thursday. I keep saying I'm going to add another day, but I haven't yet. But that's okay. So this is what we're working on here. And I already got my paints ready because I don't usually have them ready. Um, when I'm getting ready to paint, I usually have to get all my paints out, but falling over. Tonight, I got them all ready in advance so that we can start painting right away. And of course, the first color I put on my brush accidentally was brown, a dark brown color. Well, this painting is called Celebration, and it's to celebrate uh, our country's birthday every 4th of July. We have our Independence Day, and I wanted this painting to represent that, a celebration for independence. And oh, hello, I've got some people here. VB 2041 and Patty Myers. So pretty, thank you. And hello from Ohio, OH. I have friends from Ohio. So I know OH, and I'll let you say the rest. So cool. So that's really cool. Thank you for joining me tonight, you guys. And I'm trying to get my painting in here, but also myself. But because I always like move the camera all over the place the whole time I'm streaming. Like here, have a close up. Oh, here, now here's me. Now here's a close up. Because all I use is my cell phone for streaming right now. Right. I'm gonna get some white paint, and we're gonna make some. We got some colors going on here. Oops, got too much water on that. But it's gonna look, I've got brown paint. I'm getting it everywhere, so it's gonna look like I have poop everywhere. That's okay though, I don't mind. So basically, I'm just kind of going over the colors. I started this painting, and my goal this year is to finish paintings. So thank you for joining me tonight. Oh, Patty, Patty. You did it. Good job. That's funny. Yeah, that's too funny because I was like walking down the street. I live in Florida. So I'm walking down the street with my girlfriend who's from Ohio, and somebody's walking this way wearing a Ohio t-shirt, and she blurts out OH, and I'm like, and the other guy says the rest of it. So I'm like, what the heck? It's your secret code, which is pretty awesome. Um, I moved around quite a bit growing up, so I don't really have a code for, let's see, I lived in Seattle a long time, and then I lived in New York. I lived in Idaho, and now I live in Florida. So I don't really have a code other than hi or peace. That's about it. Um, so this painting I started years ago, Last year I focused on consistency. This year I'm focusing on finishing paintings. And this is acrylic paint that I'm using. And I even entered this one in an art show, but it was more watercolory looking, I think. And so I needed to change it to, well, I felt I would be happier with it a little denser color and more defined. So I think I started this one in like 2018. No, it's probably been before that. And I'm using Viridian, which is kind of an orange color with some white on a soft brush. And so I entered this and I painted it years ago, but I always intended on finishing it and I haven't done it. So this is my finishing. This is me finishing something or working on finishing. That's probably one of the hardest things to do, especially if you have like ADD or ADHD or any kind of letters. Um, it's so easy to start projects. You get so many ideas. I get so many ideas, and then I just keep starting new projects and not finishing the old ones. So it's important to do that. I'll bring my canvas closer to you so you can see it. Patty, it definitely needed the pops of fireworks. Yes, yes, you can see that. I'm going to bring it closer so you can see when I'm painting it, where I'm painting, you can see the difference. Let's see, that's white. I'm going to put on a little bit of more Viridian. And let me check. My pen is telling me to exercise. Not my pen, but my watch is telling me I need to exercise so I can accomplish my goal. What goal is that? I don't know, but so here we go. Now I put my Viridian right next to my red. You can see the difference in coloring. One's definitely like this red here. You can see is different than the orange. And then I add a little bit of white to brighten it up or mute it down. So I do like the pastel coloring, but also I want it to pop. And my preference in mediums is oil because of the blendability, but this, I want to just have it be done and dry. And so I'm getting more and more used to layering with acrylics because it's hard to jump back and forth from oils to acrylics. Hey, Vicky. Hi, Nathan. Nathaniel. Hey, I was sent by the guy with the stash. Guys, thank you for joining me. Stash Man. Whoa, I know who that is. That's my favorite person in the world, my son Tony, Mr. Jang. And let's go back to celebration here. I think you can see it okay. I'm trying to keep a light on it somehow at all times. Then we're just brightening this up, and then I'm going to make my girl who is floating through the sky full of fireworks. So how was streaming today, Mr. Nathaniel? Did you guys like kick butt? This is my G-rated stream because it's before 9 right now. And let's add a little bit more white. I like variations, I guess, in color. So I always add like white or yellow or some other color to, like here's a little yellow. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to the outside of this orange. And then I added red and more yellow. It really didn't make that much of a difference. And I'm using way too much paint, but I like a lot of paint. I feel like if there's not enough paint, then you can see through the canvas. Yeah, Vicky, it was so cool of you to join. I'm glad you did. If you're here still, I was just calling to chat earlier. Um, and Nathan, hola. Yeah, I really didn't think anyone would join me tonight because it's Tuesday and everyone's always so busy. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna stream anyway because if I don't, I feel weird now because I've been doing it for a year, like I said. So I've got a mix of red, viridian, and white on my brush, and probably a touch of yellow in there somewhere. And I'm using a square or a flat edged brush. I think you can see that. A lot of times when I watch other people paint, I always wonder what kind of brush they're using, especially when people paint in time lapse and you see like all these little details getting done, but you don't know what brush they're using. And so if you want to use a brush, for like the details, it's like, oh, which one did you use? Was it a 00 or 01? What was it? So I like to like tell people like which brushes I'm using. Here goes my randomness up here. Yeah. Okay. So my water's over here and my paper towel, my dirty napkin. So I was able to finally get some wheels put on this easel. This is a really heavy easel. Like you can take this whole easel will come up like this. Well, it's tied down, but the whole thing pops up and it can lay flat across like a table. So it's really great for that. It took me a long time to find that kind of an easel. Okay, so we've got some colors up here we want to pop out. And I've got some oranges and blues. I'm going to do a little, I guess, some yellow up there. Let's get that yellow kind of brighter. And I'm going to mix a little white in with that yellow just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Adds a little bit more transparency to it. And this one has been stored, so I have like black or some color, some darkening in the corners here. Because this is such an old painting that really needs to be finished. So how many of you, has anyone else have paintings in their closet they need finished? Or projects? I should just say projects, because we all have projects, I think. And your project could be just like, cleaning out your spring cleaning, like for the closets, for clothes, getting rid of old clothes and that kind of thing. I used to do that every year, but now I'm so poor, I just reuse my old clothes over and over again. Plus I have my favorite clothes I like. So I really like certain outfits and I just keep wearing the same ones. And I add a new one every once in a while. I don't know. I do have music on, although I don't know if you can hear it. Now this orange down here we just did, so it's still wet. So I'm going to carefully go around the edges of it. And I can still see that's dark, so I'll need another layer in a little bit. See, is that turned enough? Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, my son's pretty cool. I love him. I've got some really good people in my life right now, really caring people and supportive people, which is really important in life. For a lot of years, I felt like no one cared about me. I think I think a lot of people go through that, and you wonder, like, what's your purpose in life? Why are you even here sometimes? Why am I here? Why am I even alive? It's not like a death wish, it's just a question of like, why do I exist? What is the purpose for my existence? And I think a lot of people in life go through that and have question that kind of thing or feel lonely. And I know, like, I live alone, so it's easy to feel lonely a lot, but I would never want to. I really enjoy living alone because I don't like cleaning up after other people or having the responsibility of having to wear pants all the day. One of my favorite things is not having to wear pants in my house, which I don't know if I should admit that or not, but hey, whatever. Um, Patty, no painting projects. Okay, well that's good. Good for you. Maybe you could start one. Is there anything you like to do, Patty? That do you paint or do you have other projects or things you like working on? Like me personally, my favorite thing besides painting, of course, is gardening. I love gardening, and this time is a good time of year to start gardening because we're getting out of our winter months and into summer, which is like the opposite in Florida. So in Florida, you like our winter is like summer because it's always like 70, 80 degrees generally. Yeah, it's so pretty. And my theme this year is color. So I don't know if any of you saw the octopus. I know a couple of you saw the octopus I was painting, but um, which was super colorful. But that one, yeah. So my theme this year is just color. So I'm gonna define her hair a little bit better because it needs it. Patty, you are fine. Oh, thank you for that. Um, yeah. Anyway, it's all a state of mind anyway. I started rambling and I don't think I finished what my whole topic was about being alone and lonely and stuff. But yeah, I found that, it's all relative anyway. And every day is a new day. And some days you may not know why you're here, what your purpose is. And then other days it's like, oh, I really helped somebody and I feel really fulfilled, or I rescued an animal or a dog or a cat or something from the shelter. And then you feel all like happy and fulfilled. Whoops. I don't know if you can see that or not. My easel's going off screen. Let's see. Patty, I wonder what my legacy will be that I leave behind. Yeah, that's the question. A lot of people ask that, like, why am I here? Why do I exist? What is my purpose in life? I think like people have many purposes. We have, I don't think we have one set purpose. Like, maybe some people might, but oh my gosh, there's a whole hole in here. Ah, well, that's okay. We'll just keep painting for practice, I guess. Ah, poopy scoops. Poopy scoops on that. This is going to be my holy celebration painting. But yeah, I think we have like more than one purpose in life. You know, like you might have a certain purpose today, you might have a certain purpose tomorrow, you know? Like I know people now that I didn't know 15, 20 years ago. And maybe those people, I'm helping them now because I know them where I didn't know them before. So my purpose this week is to help someone get through their week, or someone else's purpose can be to help me get through my week, you know? So we're all here to support each other in everything we do. And if we can remember to support each other instead of being angry at each other for stupid shit, then our world would be a much happier place. We would just really, really have a great world because we would all be helping each other get by. Avoid the people that take advantage of help. That's for sure. Because there are a lot of those guys, and it's smart to be cautious or selective in who you're helping because some people appreciate it and some people take advantage of it. So make sure you know the difference. Create and relate. Hello. Hi. Love the no drama attitude. Thank you. And welcome. Yeah, I don't like drama. I feel like, there's so much you can be upset about, but it doesn't make me happy. I feel happy to be happy. It's a choice I make. I'm not always happy, but that's my choice. I like just living life, just be mellow and happy and paint. So, um, yeah. Oh, you can see it? Oh, good. Thank you. YouTube is big enough for everyone. That's right. Oh, you can see my head down here. I've got my phone is way down here where I'm reading all the comments. I'm gonna put it up here so I don't have to bend down. Oh, you subbed? Oh, thank you, Create and Relate. That's really cool. Thank you. Okay, where was I? I get off on my own tangents of stuff, and we have a pop of celebration going on over here. I like darkening up this color. This is really fun. Get a little bit more water on my brush so I can spread that around better. But one thing I've always loved is color. Someone used to ask me before, like, um, would you rather be deaf or blind if you had a choice? And I decided I'd rather be deaf because I love to see things. You can drive if you can see, you can't drive if you can't see. And who wants to hear all the BS in the world anyway? So I'd rather be able to see than hear if I had to make a choice, which no one really does, hopefully, unless you're in a weird horror movie. And it's like this guy on a bicycle comes out and says, would you rather be blind or deaf? Ha ha ha. So luckily, there's none of that going on. Not in my world, anyway. Okay. So I put purple next to orange. Look at all these awesome colors. We've got so many beautiful colors here. And we'll go over all the fireworks again with different colors, kind of make them stand out better. Okay, I think I got all the oranges in pretty much. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe up here some more. And yeah, I think the 4th of July is really great because, it celebrates, well, this is our 250-year celebration, right? Oh, what's that? Create, late, no problem. Thank you. Patty, can you fill the hole with silicone on the back side? Silicone, maybe, maybe. I don't really know. I've never had a canvas get a hole in it before. Create and relate. You agree sight is a true blessing. Yes, it is. Well, when I was a kid in grade school, um, well, my feet is behind. When I was a kid in grade school, there was a blind kid in my class, and he got all these privileges. He got to listen to like books on tape and music and stuff. And I always thought that was pretty awesome. And it's like, I wonder what it'd be like to be blind. So I'd walk around the house with my eyes closed or in the dark and stuff. And I'd put things where I knew they were all the time because I don't know why. I guess I was fascinated with that. Let's throw a little bit of red in there, brighten that up a little more. But anyway, and then when I got older, I had one of my best friends ever in the world was blind. And she wasn't born blind. She became blind because she was doing skydiving with her friends. Um, Great me. I used to do the same. Oh yeah? Okay. Nice. Um, that's too funny. I don't know anyone else who has. Anyway, so my good girlfriend, like I was a hairdresser for years in Seattle. I had my own hair salon and everything. It was really cool and fun. And I miss it though. I do. I miss it. But I had to move on with my life and do different things, so that was all right too. That was good. But anyway, she'd come in to get her hair cut, and she had horses, and she lived out in the country, but she couldn't ride alone because she was blind. So she'd ask me if, because I loved horses. I'm like, she's like, you want to come ride horses with me? So I'm like, hell yeah. So off I went, and we rode horses in the woods together, and we did a whole bunch of stuff. We had so much fun. But what happened was, she wasn't, like I said, she wasn't born blind. She had an accident. Um, she had a friend that owned a skydiving business, and oh, her chute didn't open, and she plummeted. Joe and Patty, I'm losing my sight, so I try to memorize beauty. Oh, right. Oh, please do. And this is a good story for you then. So my friend, so her parachute didn't open, and she was plummeting to the ground, just plummeted, and she hit the ground so hard. She hit like the side of a cliff, and she hit the ground, and she hit so hard it knocked the retinas out of her eyes, or something with the retinas. So she didn't have, her eyes were just all blue. She didn't look blind. She looked really pretty actually, but um and oh, she broke every bone in her body, lost her sight, and was in a coma for a long time. Hi Joan, how am I doing? Oh, Create said that to Joan. Oh, cool. Oh, I'm glad that you guys are talking. That's cool. Anyway, let me go on with my story. I'm going to try to focus and finish my story. That can be part of finishing things. That's my goal for the year. So if I finish a story, that'll be something. I'm still painting in orange. I thought I'd be done with orange by now, but yeah, so she was in a coma, lost her sight, and she remembers colors. Like one time we went shopping, and she liked to shop at the Goodwill, and she just wanted to go, and I'd point her to her size, and then she'd go through, and she liked to just feel the clothes. So I just let her do her thing, and she's like, "Oh, this one feels really good. This is awesome. I love this." And I'm go, "Well, it is really cool." It was like a furry, soft feeling sweater. It was nice and cozy. And then I told her, well, I don't know if you'll like it though. And she's like, why not? And I'm like, because it's bright orange, like a pumpkin. And she's like, oh, never mind. So it's hard to shop if you, and oh, another thing too, like a lot of people who can't see, because I wind up maybe if I find a place around here, but like she'd go shopping and buy canned food, like fruits, vegetables, or whatever, in a can. But she never knew what she was opening. Like the cans would go in her cupboard, and she would be like, I go, well, how do you know what you're eating? And she'd be like, well, it's always a surprise. It could be fruit, it could be green beans, it could be stew. She never knew what she was going to eat. So, um, so I took her label maker. She had a braille label maker, and I labeled all of her cans in braille so she could see what she was eating. Like cut green beans or peas or whatever, or pears. Then she'd at least have a clue what she was going to be eating. And she'd burn her fingers on the stove. I don't know, the poor thing. It's not easy if you can't see for sure. But it was an adventure and we had a lot of fun riding horses. Eventually, her liver gave out and she moved on up to heaven. So which is where she is now. And, but what a blessing for me to have known her and to experience that. I was very thankful. She was like one of the best friends I ever had in my life and did not know what I looked like, which was, I thought, really cool. So she liked me just for my personality. Yay. um, oh, Miss Val, hi. Oh, it's been a while. So excited, you guys. I thought you'd be streaming. Or are you done with your stream? I think it was something mountain time, and I was trying to calculate mountain time to Florida time. So I can't remember, but I thought you would be streaming right now, but I'm glad you're here. So thank you for joining me. Um, Getting a nice dark orange in here. And I'm just kind of keeping the ghost of my fireworks that I started painting so many years ago. My fireworks ghosts. I enjoy watching fireworks every year. I think that's really cool and fun. I don't buy them because they're expensive and I don't have a lot of money, but I do enjoy watching everybody else blow up fireworks. I have my glass of wine or hot chocolate or whatever, um, and just enjoy. I just sit on the roof of my house and I watch fireworks because everyone in the neighborhood lights off fireworks. And it's like I get my own show and I don't have to drive anywhere. It's really awesome. Okay. Miss Bell, your picture looks so pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Um, Jangelo and their viewers just joined. Oh, Jang! Jang viewers, hello. Thank you for joining. Welcome to Celebration and for the night. That's really awesome. I really didn't expect anyone to show up tonight. I thought maybe 5 people, so I'm very pleased. Joan is here, Miss Bell, Nathan, again, back from the Stashy. Thank you. Stashy. Jang Ray, nice, nice. Well, you guys, woo woo. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Woo. I'm so excited. Okay, so done with my little happy dance. Let's get back to painting. Now I've used oranges and let's throw in some, I'm gonna do some more yellow up here in the corner because that is where it got really, see if you can see that. It got really, I don't know, from storage, it got all dark and everything. So yeah, you guys just join in time. I haven't started a new story yet. Um, okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do some blues now. I'm using the same brush on this. Jangelo is my son. Thank you, Tony. He's the one that got me streaming in the first place. If it wasn't for him, I would not be streaming at all. So say thank you to Tony, Mr. Jangelo, for that because he's like, Mom, your art needs to be seen. So Kelsey, Kelsey, I just saw that you're on here too. Very awesome. WW Art NGL. What's NGL mean? The best and the baldest. You look stunning, Mom. Oh, thank you, Tony. Oh my gosh, my night is made. You just made my night. You guys, thank you so much for being a part of my life right now. Um, Look at this. I'm just covering up all this flag color. I'm going to redo it totally. Because I like the concept of her hair being like the American flag and blowing in the wind during a fireworks show on the 4th of July. But I definitely think it needed a little deeper coloring. And let's see, I think I'm not going to have that hole there. That's a great thing about painting is you can change it. And like the other girls here, a lot of the girls, they do diamond painting. And if you haven't tried diamond painting, you've got to try it. It is so, so therapeutic. You don't even have to worry about the colors. It tells you what colors to use and everything. Like up the stream, boys. Yes, thank you. Like my stream. um, Jane, not gonna lie, it means Jesus. Okay. Create and relate. You gotta go. Thank you for staying with me. Take care of yourself and thank you for subbing. It's 2 a.m. Oh my goodness, you must be in Europe or something because I'm on Florida time. No thumb unturned. Yes, thumbs up, guys. Thank you. And create relate. I'll be here Thursday night, so come back and see me again. And Jones Junk. Oh, you are diamond painting right now? Very awesome. Let's add some white to this blue. And that changed the whole color because this is more of a teal color. So that's okay because I will add that teal in later. But I wanted to put in some blue. Smush that around and get all that color in there because we're having a celebration. Check that out. Celebrate good times. Oh yeah. And then really dark blue over here. Oh, I get hearts. Yay. Bye, Create Relate. Thank you for joining, Nathaniel. It's 2 a.m. Oh, you're in the UK. Okay. I was right. You are. Well, thank you for joining me so late in the night. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. And how's the weather over there in the UK? Like it was today here, it rained and it was like in the mid 70s. And then New York was snowing everywhere. Minnesota was snowing and South Dakota. So a lot of people got some really cold weather today, and like the other day it was like super hot. Our weather's so wacky. It's like, when can you put away your winter clothes and just keep out your summer clothes, right? And hopefully we can do that pretty soon. I always like to change out my wardrobe for the season. Okay. Now I did not get any teal on my palette, but I can see I'm going to need it because it's one of my favorite colors. So I don't know why I didn't put any on there. But teal is definitely one of my favorite colors. I use it in every painting. Every painting gets teal. So yeah, I just told a story, a really long story, a nice one though. I hope everybody liked it. And we're finishing, this year we're finishing paintings. Last year we were being consistent. So every year we want to do a new thing. Who's a dork? Dork. Um, be right back. Okay, Miss Bell. Jones Junk, blowing snow here today. Oh, you got snow too. Okay, Joan. Yeah, that's so crazy, right? Did it stick or is it like just blowing around? That's what we need to know if it's sticky snow or non-sticky snow. From what I heard, it didn't stick in the places where it snowed today. But Joan, I don't know where you live, so I'm gonna have to wait to see what you say. And even if you tell me where you live, I probably won't remember because it's hard for me to remember everything. But I will try. So Jang, I was watching your stream for hours today. And Kelsey, keep up the good work on your working out, girl. You're motivating me, and I know you're motivating other people. So Kelsey, if you're still here, keep working out, girl. You can do it. You got this. I know you do. And a little secret, don't tell. I didn't tell you, Kelsey. And if she's not here, don't tell her. But you can tell her. Um, Now my son's girlfriend, Kelsey, they lived with me for a couple years and she worked out every day. It was so motivating and inspirational. I didn't tell her because I'm really bad at living with people. And so I'm gonna say it now though. But yeah, she worked out every day and she was looking really good and her clothes were so cute and everything. And I was actually jealous a little bit because I felt like I'm an Aries, I get jealous easy. And I wasn't as supportive as I wish I would have been because I was too worried about things I shouldn't have been. But now she's working out again and motivating again. And so I'm giving her all the support I can. You go, girl. Um, pretty, pretty blues. Some blue over here. I don't even know if this is in the camera. I hope so. And it looks like little wishes all over the canvas instead of fireworks. All right, girl, let's give you some blue around your legs. We gotta make her legs pop and her foot. I like painting and drawing feet. A lot of people can't do it very well. Jones, the sun is staying typical weather for Alberta. Oh, okay. It is in camera. Oh, thank you, Patty. You guys are awesome. Alberta. Oh my goodness. That's so nuts. But yeah, I don't know why I have a fascination with feet. I think they're really, I don't know, they really accent your legs and they have all these little curves. Probably go over that foot later. All right, let's bring some blue in here. Maybe I'll just darken this whole corner actually. And throw a bit of white over here because this is going to go into another color, so I want it to be blendable. So it'll be semi blue fading into the dark. But I think my favorite thing is color. And it must be getting to be about, well, it can't be 10 o'clock. I started it really early today. So I'm working on starting my paintings earlier. And we'll be putting some stars in her hair. I'm going to put in a couple little dots right now for ambiance for her hair. This is American flag hair. So that's kind of cool looking. I like it. All right. So I have 10 people that liked my stream. Yay! Woohoo! And I have started streaming on TikTok, although it's so scary to me because it's all over the world. I mean, this is all over the world too, but like YouTube is way more personable and personal, I think, where TikTok is just like people are just scrolling through like, oh, look at this, look at that, it's interesting, not interesting, bored, bored, bored. It really feeds our ADD. So we don't want to keep doing that. But we do want to just kind of relax and enjoy painting. All right. Now I'm going to use some of my acrylic pens here. I love these guys. These things are so awesome. They're fine tip. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but Nathaniel, um, that's a TikTok is cat's taste not meant for just relaxing. Yes. And it's fast paced. There we go. Not cats. Well, cats have a short attention span, so hey, that's cool. Um, autocorrect went crazy. I know, it always does that, right? Okay, so one of these greens, let's see, I'll use this darker one for now. Here we go. Let's get our greens in there. It's kind of a teal green. And this is an acrylic pen with acrylic paint. So we're going to just go ahead and use it that way. I'm using the flat side down to fill in gaps and spaces rather than using the fine tip for details right now. Just because I like this color and it's the perfect consistency, and I wish I could get all my paints to be like this perfect. Okay, so I'm using this like this right now, but I want to spread it out. So I'm going to grab my brush and some color over here. And this is actually where there's a firework right here. I'll get that down there. So I'm going to grab my brush and get it nice and wet and grab some of this color. I'm getting my canvas wet here. Hopefully you can see that. And then I'm going to grab this paint and pull it down into the other paint. See how easy that is? It's the color I want. And now it's filling up the rest of it and it fades into the color, the lighter color over here that I like. Very nice. So anyway, diamond painting, I was saying earlier, is really therapeutic and it has the colors all mapped out for you. So you don't have to worry about if you're using the right color or the wrong color. You just put color on and enjoy it. There we go. And I'll just blur that around a little bit. And her hand's right down here. You can't really see it that good, so I'm going to go ahead and outline that a little bit more. But yeah, Nathaniel, you're right. It is not for relaxing, really. It is for high-paced cat streaming. Oh, thank you for the heart. Someone's giving me hearts. Thank you. It's nights like this where I'm really grateful that I am streaming when you guys come on like this and support me. Thank you. All right. Because I don't have teal paint out and I don't want to get it out, I'm just going to use my marker pen, some water, and smoosh it. I like smooshing things. Smushy, smushy. All right, so I'm not going to get this one finished tonight, but I think we got a good start on it. And I know my goal is to finish paintings that I start, but I feel like I'm talking to myself. I wish I could get sound on here so you guys could talk. That'd be really cool. But anyway, here's Celebration. And this will be done before the 4th of July. I did get a job doing another mural. I'm so excited. I'm be painting some daffodils on my fence. And I have another job coming up, another mural inside a restaurant. I just don't know when that's going to start, but it's on the table. And I do still need another job because in between those two, I need one more to fill in the gap. And I have a new store. Yes. I had some friends help me make a store on Printify, which I put in my description. So if you're interested in any of my paintings, or I also make clothing, shower curtains, swimwear, shoes, and stuff with my designs that I've painted. So hopefully you can check that out and enjoy it and let me know what you think. Jones, that's awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I usually have hearts to show, but I don't have any hearts right now. They're in the drawer. But yeah, some friends were like, why aren't you selling your stuff? And I'm like, well, I don't really have a store. I'm really bad at making things online. I have half a website on there. And so I've been working really hard on getting a store up. And so it's up. Yes. Candy Hearts. Hi, Candy. Beautiful work. I would love a mural, but it seems intimidating. It's intimidating until you do it. It's just like painting on a wall when you're a kid. It's so fun. I would rather paint on walls because you have this huge big canvas and you got to fill up the space, you know? It's just fun. It's really fun. But yeah, I mean, until you do anything, it's intimidating, I think. So so yeah, I'm excited because I'm trying to make my living as an artist right now and not working for corporations anymore. I'm just so burned out on corporations. But yes. So here's celebration, and hopefully if you guys join my community, leave me comments to encouraging me on finishing this painting. I need to be held accountable. I find that I do much better if somebody holds me accountable than if I'm left on my own, sadly. So Candy Heart, that's so true. Yeah, yeah. Um, so there's our girl. She is, oh, I'm low power. I'm 18%. Joan, I so want to paint on a wall. That's awesome. You guys, you should totally do it. And one thing I found, like I have this closet and it has these sliding doors and they're so ugly. And I started painting a mermaid on it. And then I stopped because I realized the head of the mermaid was the same size as my head and it looked like me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm painting myself self-portrait on my closet door. I didn't want that. So I've got to reduce the mermaid to not life size like me, but more a little smaller so I can get more ocean scenery in behind her. And I'm just gonna paint on my closet door in my bedroom. And you know, and that's gonna be my mural for in my house. And when I do that, I will be either filming that on TikTok or YouTube or both. I'm not sure. But I'll probably do like a time lapse on some of it and it'll be fun. So hopefully you guys can find a place to paint on a little wall or a big wall or just a big board that you can put on the wall. So thank you for joining me tonight. Jang, thank you for the raid. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I am starting earlier so I can get done earlier so I can actually get some sleep, hopefully at night. I have a hard time when I'm up till 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock painting to unwind until like 1 or 2 in the morning. And so anyway, it's a new year and we're gonna have lots of fun. So we'll see you next Thursday. Have a good night, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll get this a little closer, you can see it, and then I'll go ahead and close out the stream. So thanks again, and hopefully everyone can get everything and have a great week. And we'll see you next time. Good night, Joan. Good night, Candy. I don't know if Nathan, if you're still on here, Patty, good night. Miss Bell, good night. You guys have been really awesome. So I appreciate you showing up and we'll see you next Thursday. Let's see, where's my button? Here it is.